So this is recording to help you with your revision. It's an example of a past paper, and the structure of it is exactly the same as what your exam would look like this summer. All that's different, of course, is that you will be doing yours online, and this was a paper base. So as we can see here, that originally it was set for 3 hours and 10 minutes reading time. So that's what a normal student would get, whereas your exam paper will be open for 24 hours. And then you need to upload your answers accordingly so they can get marked. But apart from that, everything else is exactly the same. So if we look at what you have to do in your exam, then have a look at what the structure is. You must answer all questions in section A. So section A is compulsory. Then you must choose 4 questions from section B, and then you must do everything that's in section C. So you have a little bit of flexibility, not very much, because you get to choose what you do in section B, but it is only 4 out of 5 questions. So majority of this paper is compulsory. There's 100 marks available in total. So section A has got 25 marks each. So that compulsory section is worth 50% of your exam. Section B, we can see, has got 10 marks each. And section C, you've got 2 marks each. So in total, that's your 10%, and then that's your 40%. So you're choosing 4 out of 5 10 markers, and then you've got your 5 little multi-choice questions at the end. So obviously you can use your calculators, but what is important that you show all your workings. So anything you add up, always show your workings, because with tax, as we know from class, anything that you make a mistake in, the error is going to carry all the way through. So the only way we can give own figure marks if we can actually see what you've done in your calculations. So never leave those workings out. Even if it looks really obvious to you, it may not be obvious to the marker. Now, with your exam paper, you will obviously have your tax tables. These are exactly the same as what you will get in class. So the ones that you had in your week 6 assessment, the one that's at the front of all of your exam booklets, these will be given to you. So they look exactly the same. So remember what's actually in there. I suppose reading time isn't really applicable on this exam because it's online and it is obviously an extended period. And to some extent it's open book, isn't it, because you've got everything at home. But it is important that you don't just put some numbers down. We've got to know where they're coming from, so that we can give you credit accordingly. Okay, now obviously this was the exam that was set last summer, so you will notice the dates will be based on 2019, whereas of course your dates are 2020. But all the answers that I'm going to prepare for this will be based on the current rules. So I'm not going to confuse you by using old rates or anything like that. I'm going to use all the rates that we've been used to using in class. So you should be able to tie up what we're doing with your current rates tables. Okay, so that gives you some idea of what the exam paper looks like. So let's get on to actually answering some of those questions.